Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I am sorry for the bad audio in advance. I'm one, recording this on my bed. Two, I am sick. And three, I don't have a good mic on my computer, on this computer at least. So yeah. But I did want to make this video before the NFL season came out. Um, just going over just going over my basic predictions for for the NFL season, upcoming NFL season at least. Um, and I made these predictions like a week ago, but I'm finally going to speak about them now, as this is the final Sunday before football. Actually, no, it is Monday, as you see here. Final Monday before football. Still, that's pretty cool. Let's go over the predictions. All 32 teams. So first up, we have the Houston Texans, which I predicted to come in last in the division. We're going conference by conference, by the way, with a record of 2-15. I don't really have to speak much to this. Um, I chose to give them a Week 11 win against the Washington Commanders and a Week 5 win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Um, Again, I don't really think there's much to it. They have no solid quarterback. They don't have a solid team, actually, which I don't really think they're going to do well. Next up, 15th, the 4-13 New York Jets. Nope, that is not the Jets. They are still in a rebuilding mode. I think Saleh has potential with his team. I don't think this year will be the year. But we have just a tough first four games against four very solid teams, all of them in the AFC North, actually. That's pretty weird. Um, and you have a tough division. I had them go 1-5 in the division, and their lone win is coming against the New England Patriots in Belichick's home. So, can they pull it off? I think they can. Obviously, gonna be hard this year. Don't really have a line. Again, don't really have wide receivers. I don't really think I need to speak much to it. And they also have tough um, interconference games against three tough teams, and then the Lions. I think, yeah, the Jets beat the Lions. They beat the Seahawks. But yeah. Wow, I am sick. I did not know I was this sick until I made this video. I feel very bad right now. Jacksonville, they have an easier division than the Jets, I will say. And they look on the up. I don't think this year's it, but they do have a Week 1 win. I am giving them a Week 1 win against the Washington Commanders. Um, over They don't really win until Week 7, though, and they'll obviously win in Week 7 against the Giants. Um, Honestly, I think I should give them another win. I like Trevor Lawrence. I think that he can be a good quarterback in the upcoming seasons. We'll give them a win here. 3 wins to end the season? Yeah, that seems right. That seems about Jacksonville. I like the new coaching in Jacksonville. I think that they are a team on the up. Duval. I think that um who did they sign in the offseason? I forget. But they got a really good wide receiver. Let me look that up actually. Um Jacksonville new wide receiver. Who'd they get? Oh, Marvin Jones. Was that the one that I'm thinking about? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that he is on the up. I don't know though. I don't really know this team that well. But James Robinson, definitely. Um, Solid run game in Jacksonville. And they just have, again, tough opponents. Less tough opponents than the Jets, though. I will say that. They do have an easier schedule, just looking at it. Next up, who'd I pick to go 13th? Uh-oh. I gotta talk about the Steelers. Honestly, Mike Tomlin, good coach. Tough schedule. Looking at this. They have a lot of toss-up games, though. These two, weeks 7 and 8, definitely toss-ups. This is a toss-up game. Honestly, the reason why I'm having the Steelers be less competitive is they have a new quarterback under center, Kenny Pickett, out of Pitt. I love Kenny Pickett, too. I think he's going to do well. I love seeing Pitt quarterbacks because I love the school of Pitt. Everybody knows that. But you just have probably the toughest, no, not the toughest division, but definitely a tough division as it is. And they're the only team, I think, that if they were in any other division except for the West, they would have a fighting chance. But no, you got three solid, tough playoff contending teams. And I think that they're just going to need 1 or 2 years of just rebuilding until they get where they need to be. Next up, who's next? 13, 12. 12th, the 8 and 9 Indy Colts. I don't know how to pronounce Indianapolis. I'm not gonna lie. It's the one thing I can't pronounce. Indianapolis. I think I did that. Good. But solid start. Two division opponents that you're not gonna have trouble with. And then you get into some trouble when you face, I'll say better opponents. 3 out of the 10, 3 weeks 3 to 10 are definitely toss-ups. I'm extremely sick. Oh my god. Except for week 8 and week 6, they are all toss-up games. They can go either way. I just give the slight edge to the teams playing Wentz team. I also don't think that Wentz is a solid quarterback for the Colts. Call me crazy. He is a good quarterback. I don't know if he'll get him there to the playoffs, however. Down the middle, down the final stretch, you got easier games. This is definitely a toss-up. No, the Cowboys have this game. And you know what? I think it's a pretty Colts way to end the season. They're not going to make the playoffs, conference ranked 12th. But they are a good team, which just shows you how competitive that this year will be. Also, the more I look at the Colts logo, the more, I don't know, that's the Colts logo. It kind of looks weird. Even, I know what it is, it's a horseshoe, but, it kind of looks weird the more I look at it. I don't know. 11th. Another 8 and 9 team, Bill Belichick's New England Patriots. See, this logo looks like a logo. This logo does not look like a logo. Well, actually, we can look at this game in week 9. This is definitely a toss-up game. Belichick finds ways to win, but I feel like the only reason why the Patriots are going to be a somewhat competitive team this year, obviously still below 500, but what's their winning percentage? 471. It's just under 500. I think the only reason is because of Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick finds ways to win. Mac Jones still needs a couple more years of development, and honestly, this team can be competitive in the couple next coming years. Solid run game. Sweeps over IND. What does that mean? Wait, why do they sweep Indianapolis? But don't they sweep like the Bengals too? I don't know what that is. But again, all these games are toss-ups. Maybe not the Lions game. All these games are toss-ups. In their whole schedule. Maybe not the Jets. Or actually, no, the Jets game is a toss-up. This Jets game is not a toss-up. The Pats will win that. Um, and I think at the end of the day, it's just going to come down to what team will win. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. Again, guys, I'm sick. I'm yeah. Oh great. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah. You know what? We'll just only do the AFC today, actually, because I need to get some rest. Stat. Um, Next, going into a situation, these next four teams will all be 10-7. So it's going to come down to a major tiebreaker. So you look at the Broncos, and I actually gave them a wrong win. Yeah. No, wait, what am I doing? Okay. I can't cut this out. I don't know how to edit on when I screen record, so I can't cut that out. I'm sorry, but the Broncos, they have Russell Wilson. Everybody knows that. Solid wide receivers. Um, Defense, one of the best in the league. But I'm not gonna lie, this was biased. I'm obviously biased towards the Raiders. I'm biased towards the Chargers. I'm also biased towards the Chiefs. So I don't like the Broncos at all. Um, and at the end of the day, this was definitely bias based. You see these games. But I also gave them some wins wherein I think they'll win, even though I don't want them to win. Against the Titans, they're coming off the bye. They can do that, especially with Wilson. They're obviously going to beat the Panthers, no matter how much I want the Panthers to beat them. Um, they're going to. This game's a toss up, and I think that this might be an overtime game against the Chiefs. Honestly, it's too early to tell which team will be the prevalent in this division. I think that all four teams have a good chance. Maybe not the Raiders, but again, I'm biased, so whatever. At least I admit I'm biased. So yeah, we'll see with the Broncos. Okay. This is going to be hard because the Ravens at 10-7 sit ninth in the conference, even though with just one win. Let's show that one win. Maybe they beat the Dolphins. They probably might. They win the division, and they jump from ninth to third. But how I've had this play out, this I don't think has ever happened before. A three-way tie for the. It probably has. The NFL's been around for over 100 years, but I don't think that this is very common now. Is it though? I mean, it kind of was in 2020 with the NFC East. Um, the football team, Washington, they won. Such an easy name. But the Ravens, I think that they'll be competitive. They have Lamar Jackson. They obviously gave up Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals. That was probably the only thing that I've seen the Ravens do this offseason, other than put Poe on the injured reserve, the Ravens mascot. Without Poe, I don't know, their record drops. I'm saying it right now. Like, they're going to drop the game to the Cincinnati Bengals because Poe is on the injured reserve. Okay, but more seriously, I think that the Ravens have a better schedule, especially with actually the Ravens have a pretty mid-tier schedule. You obviously have easy opponents like the Jets. Again, this is biased. Um, Giants, you play the Giants. You play the Falcons. That's an easy game. Steelers, I guess, is easy. But at the end of the day, I don't think that John Harbaugh is going to have what it takes to win the games that they need to. Especially against what is this? The Bengals, the Browns and the Bengals. I don't think that they're going to win the games that they need to. Especially they need to win these games though. And I have them dropping them. So yeah, unfortunate. Next up, division head to head. Common opponents. Oh, nice. Oh, I know what this is the tiebreaker. That's what I've been trying to figure out. Because this has sweeps over Indy, which is why Indy is 12th and New England's 11th. Okay, I got that. But what is this? 8th in the division conference. You have mediocre games week 1 and 2. Obviously, this is going to be a game for the centuries, even though it's not going to be looked on as a pawn, looked up more at. I don't know what I'm saying. But Baker obviously left Cleveland against his will. He joined Carolina. Carolina's going to be looking for that feisty win, but I gave that win to the Cleveland Browns. I don't know why I did that, but I did that. So great. But again, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to, it's going to be hard to win without Deshaun Watson. How long is Deshaun Watson out for? Watson. Because last I checked, it was 6 games, but it might have gotten 11. Okay, wait. No, this changes it up. This actually changes it up. Actually, a bunch. They're going to drop their 2 crucial games that I gave. Because when I made these predictions, Deshaun Watson was out for 6 games. It was more than a week ago, actually, that I made these predictions. So, they're going to drop 2 crucial games, actually, now that I think about it. They're going to finish 8 and 9. And that actually pushes the Ravens into the playoffs and kicks the Raiders out. No. Okay, the Ravens are in the playoffs now. I just realized that right now. I thought that this was going to be the final game without Deshaun Watson against the Patriots. Obviously, they'll lose. They have their backup in. Honestly, they lose against the Panthers, too. And now the Panthers are in the playoffs. Uh-oh, I got a lot of explaining to do. I don't really know, though. Yeah, that seems about right. I just realized, oh my god, Deshaun Watson's going to be out for longer. I have no public opinion on that. Actually, I do. It's wrong. It's really wrong. And I think that he deserves to get suspended for the whole year. All right, that's my opinion on that. I don't usually share opinions on things that pertains to legal systems and politics, but whatever. Next up. So we covered the 7th team already. Here's the 6th. Oh wait, no, we need to cover the Raiders now because there's 10 and 7 sitting out of the playoffs. 3, 4, 5. up until the bye week, it's really tough. Then it gets a lot easier for the Raiders, so they can be up 500 team at the end of this. I did give them wins against the Broncos and the Chiefs, just simply due to I think it's going to be a toss up, and whenever it is a toss up, I go with my bias. And my bias is towards the Las Vegas Raiders, who should be in Oakland, and I'd love them a lot more if they were in Oakland, but whatever. Um, I have them dropping their Week 1 matchup against the Chargers, losing to the Cardinals, losing to the Titans. All simple. Um, and then this is what's going to determine whether or not the Raiders will make the playoffs, because we already know what's going to happen in these first 10 games. 10 games. But weeks 11 through 18 are going to decide it. Because all of these games are pretty good toss-ups. I think that the Seattle one would lean towards Las Vegas, but you can't win every game that you're expected to win. You just can't, and that's why I gave it to Seattle. But the Raiders, obviously losing to the Chargers, a big game to lose, another big game to lose. This is a game that they should win. I think they'll win. I think they'll win this one. This one is also going to be a big game. I don't like the Niners. You guys all know that, but it's going to be a toss up, and I really hope the Raiders win. And again, toss up bias. Raiders win that one. 11. Whoa, no, 1. 10. 10 points. 10 to 10. And then they drop the crucial game that they need to win. If they win, they're in as the number 6 seed, and they push the Ravens out of the playoffs. But they ended up losing that game to the Chiefs, and now they're sitting at 10-7. Okay, number 6. Miami has the Dolphins. Okay, the Dolphins. I think that this team, they might not have Brian Flores, but this is Tua's time. This is Tua's time to show the league that the Dolphins are competitive, and they have a pretty good schedule to do that. Obviously, these two definitely toss-ups, but weeks 1 and then 4 through... Oh no, my battery's low. 4 through 14 are all... Or no, 4 through 13, I think are all Dolphin wins, except with the toss-up game against the Cleveland Browns. I think that they're all wins for the Dolphins, and you know what? I think this is the Dolphins' time. The Dolphins can definitely show what they're made of and win. I really don't know what I'm saying right now, guys. I actually don't. I'm not gonna lie. Chargers, Bills, Packers, Pats. These are going to be all games. You know, the Dolphins keep winning, winning, winning. At some point, they're going to lose. And this is when it's going to happen. 14 through 17, they just won't get a break. But they will win in Week 18 against the Jets. To close out the season and give them a number 6 seed in the playoffs. Who has the number 5 seed? That is, oh my god, Mahomes' Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs have been dominating the AFC West for the past 4 or 5 years. Yeah, 4 or 5 years. Since Mahomes came, they've been dominating the AFC West. I think before that it was the Broncos and then the Raiders. I'd like to say the Raiders. I don't know though. But the Broncos usually dominate this division. But at this point, this is a competitive division now, and we saw the Chiefs fall off last year, especially in a game that they should have won against the Bengals. They lost it. And I think at this point, the Chiefs are starting to get, little bit like their old Chiefs self. They're going to make the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to run deep in the playoffs. That's usually what the Chiefs do, with the exception of the past few years. But I think it's a fairly easy schedule, but the Chargers also have a similar schedule. And where they differ is where did I have them lose? Oh, they just lose against the division, which hurts them. Yeah, that's what I had. They each split the series with each divisional team, and they lose to the Rams, which at the end of the day doesn't put them good. Um, Now the chart. Oh wait, no, we don't. We'll just go over the Chargers. Number one seed. Um, Herbert, Allen, Bosa, to name a few of the superstars on the Chargers. They have a really good roster. They might not have the fans, but they're going to get it done in all these games. They don't get a loss until week 11 when the Chiefs spoiled their undefeated season. Um, Obviously, some tough games, weeks 1 and 2, and then against the Niners on Sunday Night Football with the Niners coming off of the bye. I'll hopefully be at that game. So yeah, come say hi to me. But then you're like, you know what? We just lost. Okay, we're gonna recover, beat the Cardinals. I don't want that to happen, but it is going to happen. Um, Beat the Raiders. Actually, no, it won't happen. The Cardinals win, but for all intents and purposes, we'll give the Chargers a pity win, so that I don't have to mess up my standings again. But oh my God, this gives the Cardinals the first seed if they win that. Okay, Cardinals win this game. But yeah, beat the Raiders, beat the Dolphins, beat the Titans, beat the Colts. 17 and 18, you're not really playing in meaningful games, but these teams will be playing in meaningful games. So, you know what? You lose them. You're just resting your starters for the playoffs. Um, Actually, no, you're not, because the Chiefs are right on your tail, but whatever. Um, Now we get to the division winners. Oh, we already did with the Chargers, but continuing with the division winners, Tennessee Titans. A lot of people are doubting the Titans, but at the end of the day, they have a really, really easy division with the only competitiveness is coming from the Colts, and I don't think that the Colts will do good. Ryan Tannehill still controls this division, which kind of seems weird to say because I always think of Tannehill as a Dolphin, but he's been a Titan for quite a long time now. I always think that this is Mariota's team, but it's not because Mariota's on this team. But they obviously have a pretty easy schedule. Um, Even I think that the Commanders game is really easy, but I just got to give some wins to the Commanders, so that's one of them that I chose. Titans coming off of the bye, gonna do well. Uh, Titans beat the Texans. Chiefs, Broncos, like this is where you start having problems. You could very well lose to the Packers. I gave them their win though on Thursday Night Football, playing spoiler at Lambeau Field, but whatever. This could also be a Eagles win. Um, and then it starts to calm down after the Chargers game. You got some set wins, or do you? Because you lose to the Jaguars in Week 18, and that's only because I think that the Jaguars would win in Week 18 situations. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. Um, Cowboys, that's a win for the Cowboys, not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know. This team is kind of just out there. And they were first last year. We obviously know what happened. They lost to the Bengals, but I think that this year they're going to fall off a bit. Definitely not losing control of this division, but just falling off. Like, you're not first anymore. You're fourth. Worst in the amount of divisions that we have. And it's only a 10-7 record, which a lot of teams share. Even though I switched up the schedule a little bit because the Browns don't have Watson for half of the season. Okay, I'll plug in my device soon. What is this? The Bengals, coming off of a Super Bowl appearance. Burrow is definitely going to lead them. AJ Green, no, not AJ Green. AJ Green is not on the team anymore. Joe Mixon. Um, God, I'm blanking out right now. I want to sleep right now. But I'm just gonna get this done. Week 1, win. It's a toss up, but win. Um, 2, you drop to Dallas. I think that Dallas is going to be a competitive team this year. Win, loss, win, 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 win. I think that they have a good chance of taking this team far. It doesn't really need much explanation. They were first last year. They're going to be first this year. In the division, of course, not overall. Then I went to Buffalo. Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, he lost in the AFC Divisional, but that's a... Okay, you know what? We're not going to fiddle with that anymore. I do think that the Bills are going to win week 1, but I gave it to the Rams, and I'm not going to change it anymore because I've been changing too many of my predictions. I think that this is a toss-up game. I gave it to the Titans. I don't know why, but I did. I think a lot of their troubles this year are going to come in the beginning of the season rather than the end. Especially because this last home stretch is going to be fairly easy for the Bills. Especially with Josh Allen out under center. Probably might be the league's best quarterback right now. Call me crazy. I think he's better than Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, I think that they're just going to have trouble with toss-up games in the early season. Bye week, get it together. You're below 500 in the bye week. You need to get it together. Oh wait, no, are you? Yeah, you are below 500. Get it together. They do. They end up winning a bunch of games, and they're resting their starters, so they fall in week 18. But anyways, that is actually no. We should show. Yeah. The play. Okay, I set the wild card. Oh wait, no, I need to click out of the Bills. Okay. So, playoffs. Bills, Ravens. I think at the end of the day, Bills. I'm not gonna go over this too much because I do need to plug in my computer right now. Titans. Actually, no, Chiefs and Bills. And then the divisional round, Chargers, Bills, and then Chargers are going to win the conference. So yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what you think in the comments. This was rushed. I'm sorry, even though it took 30 minutes, it still felt rushed. And I'm also really sick. I didn't know what I was talking about for half of the time. But I don't know. If you like this, leave a like, subscribe, all that, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!